Yo, this is Wackaflcka, and in this video, I'll be doing a video request of another jungler that plays Twitch. And I'm making this video for two reasons. One, because it got suggested, so it's to let you guys know if you want me to make a certain video of on something, it can be anything, then do it in my Discord, like type in the channel, tell me what you want to see, and I'll do my best to do that. And the second one, the reason why I found this to be interesting is because he plays Halo Blades. And we'll go over his runes here in a second. As you can see, he plays Halo Blades, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collector, Relentless Hunter, and Triumph, Alacrity. And he has attack speed, AD, and armor. I think you can swap the armor for HP, but it doesn't really matter. If you're playing against like mixed damage comps like this, where the 2 damage threats like Karthus and Hecarim, like 2 AD threats, then you can actually just go HP instead. But it's not that big of a difference. And the first thing I kind of want to just go over this game here is that he doesn't seem to ask for the stack. Instead, he goes for this ward. As we can see, he does here. Right. And I personally think that this asking for the stack most of the time is better. Simply because if they do invade, you are most likely going to win. If you don't get the stack properly, then you are most likely going to lose, right? And the one thing I just want to do here at first is just to show the entire map. Because you can see that they are actually kind of... we're looking to do something here. But it's also probably because we had a Nautilus. But since they don't go for the invade, we do see that the Rakan goes for ward here, which is the only thing I kind of want to show. At this point here. So we can see the Rakan walks on the ward, and then he's going to put down a ward somewhere. Here, right? So, if you're aware of where this ward gets put, either by your own vision or by your mid laner standing here, if you don't plan on taking this camp early game, it's a very good idea to walk around here, just to have that said, to avoid that vision. Because the longer you're off vision, the more pressure you're going to put on laners by just not existing as Twitch. And that's kind of like the only thing I wanted to show here. Is that if you do know the enemy put the ward in your jungle, and you don't plan on taking that camp, then just try and avoid the ward, because it will benefit you and your team more. Okay, let's get started here. Remove the time controls after a start. There we go. Again, he runs Halo Blades. I do think that the Relentless Hunter moving speed is the better option on Twitch and jungle. Even if I play PTA and I go Domination, I usually do tend to take Relentless Hunter as well. Just more moving speed. And the thing we do see here is that he paths straight to bot lane. Which is fine. And then depending on how this goes, I'll show something now. Because this guy peaked master and he's currently sitting at D2, D1, I think, playing Twitch jungler. And what I want to highlight now is what can happen if this does happen. Because what should have happened at this point is that Hecarim should have gone into Twitch's jungle and just started taking his jungler. And this is a very difficult situation for Twitch, because he doesn't know, because he has no vision in his own jungle. So if he goes topside by now, and Hecarim did the theoretically correct play here, which is to be taking his jungle topside, then if Twitch walks up here and there's no camps here, because Hecarim did the theoretical correct play, then if he goes here, he'll just waste time. So if I was Twitch here, I would just go take these camps. But again, I would try and avoid this type of play simply for that reason as well. And I'm just kind of hoping that Hecarim would highlight this mistake and capitalize, but instead he ganks the top lane here. So we see Twitch is running straight to mid, getting more summoners, which is fine. Then I don't mind this play at all. It gives prior to his mid laner as well. And then we see him go top lane here. And at this point, I still want to have the vision on because I want to highlight like how the enemy plays. So you're aware, because this is very common. Again, I would say that Hecarim should have took his jungle already, but he went for the top lane gank, and if Twitch paid attention or looked, he would have seen that he didn't have blue buff, so he knows that he hasn't took his camps yet. But now... God damn it, let me watch this here. Now we're gonna see what could potentially happen here. So Twitch has his Q and he doesn't have his W. Obviously if you did, you'd want to put it in the bush there. Yeah. Luckily Hecarim kinda ints here. And Twitch gets away because he still has his flash, which is really good. So this situation is nice. I think Hecarim is played here. He shouldn't allow Twitch play like this. But it is what it is. Not bad still. And now I'm gonna swap back to blue. Because I wanna see how he plays this game. Based on the vision that he has and the information that he has. Here we go. We should be able to kill this guy. Yeah. And then he takes a point into W. Which I kind of disagree with here. If you're clearing blue side, it doesn't really matter if you have a point in W or not, because you are clearing single target camps most of the time, unless you're doing wolves. So at this point, in this situation here, I probably would have put 2 points into E. And I actually really like seeing this here. This is something you don't actually see that often, even in high reloads. And I plan on making a video on this later, but the fact, I'll just explain it now, surely. The fact that he takes both his small camps before the blue one just means that they will spawn more equally. So next time he goes to his topside jungle, there's going to be like a 10-second gap in between the spawns. So he gets to take both of the camps when he just instantly goes to jungle. Whereas if he took Gromp and then blue and then wolves, there would have been like a 30-second timer in between both camps. So like he would wait a lot longer in the jungle for them to spawn. So the fact that he did this here is actually pretty nice. Like, this is something you don't actually see in high reloads, and I plan to highlight that. When I make this video in particular. But I really like seeing this. It shows that he has an idea what's going on, how to play jungler, and how to farm in camps. It's something that is harder to do or appreciate really on Twitch or like min-max, because you don't really care that much because it takes so long to kill camps anyway. But like where you're playing a full clear junglers, it's a big difference. Just a small mistake here is using his Q. Because imagine if something happens bot lane right now. He has a 5-second CD on his Q. And this is something I catch myself on too. So it's not like I'm flaming him for this now, but... wasting your Q like this to take camps is actually really bad on Twitch. Because you want to save it. Because there will be situations where you use your Q, go to the camp, try and take it, and then something's going to happen and you don't have the Q for like 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then the person die on your team, and you're unable to do anything, and then they walk away. It's like you're gonna miss out on a couple of opportunities. And it's just like a habit thing that most people struggle with, I think, and if you can avoid it, then I would do that. But okay. So far, not too bad. We can see that he's actually equal to Hecarim, even though Hecarim is up in CS. Simply because he has had a kill and assist. But Hecarim is going to be higher levels currently than Twitch. But that is fine. And I also do think, even though I'm not playing crit, like I think I said, this guy tends to play full crit and Hail Blades, which is what makes it interesting. There's like another jungler. I'm just reiterating in case I didn't actually mention it. But there's one other person has this playstyle or had. I'm not sure if he plays that much anymore, but it's Toybill. He kind of shares the same playstyle as Toybill here when it comes to playing Hail Blades and full crit. I'm not a big fan of this build, personally. I think it can be good, but I like the precision tree a lot more in overall. Like PTA just feels to like scale kind of better, whereas Hail Blades is kind of nice. Like I think like PTA and Hail Blades are kind of equal in early lane, like early phases of the game where you get to like do fast 3 auto attacks on a gank is fine. But I feel like if you do get the PTA proc, then it's more value. Especially because you're like the person who ganking will also deal additional damage to the target. Okay. So far, what we can tell, he likes to look for some ganking opportunities, burn some sums. I mean, kills are probably fine, but also quite focused on farming jungle, which I like to see. I think that is the appropriate playstyle, especially if Hecarim's not punishing him, which is I'm kind of surprised by here, especially when they have Kiana as well. Not that she's doing too well, but I do think that there should be more aggression towards his jungle. And the thing I wanted to see now is how he's going to place level 6, because this is the one of your like first big power spikes in the game is Twitch jungle. Before your items. It makes a big difference how you play this like after getting level 6, like the things you do right after, like the first minute after hitting level 6, like how you utilize that makes a big difference, I think. Oh. To see how he does it. Okay. Gets a Drake here. And another thing to like pay attention to here that's a bit different from my playstyle is that he goes yellow trinket as opposed to the red one. Which I personally don't like either, but I see the use of both. I just prefer the red being able to like sweep my own jungle and make sure that they don't have vision on me. You don't need to use your red trinket to gank, you just need to do it to keep vision out of your jungle. And I'll show that now by pausing the game quickly, enabling all vision. And we should see some wards in his jungle. Which we don't, but what we do see is they're all in his jungle taking his top side. So, yeah. You have to be aware of this. You have to play very cautious when you're going into your jungle, especially if you have no vision and you don't have vision of your enemy laners. Then you have to, like, when you walk here, throw the W into this bush and just play really cautious as you're approaching the jungle. Because people will be stacked like this. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the regular vision here. We see no vision. I'm kind of disappointed that Rakan didn't put anything. But I guess maybe they just got their ward now. So on the next round of vision from Rakan, I expect to see at least one ward somewhere here. But we'll see how that goes. So we continue the game. Get the carvers. Again, this is really good. Can't really tell that he knows that Hecarim is top in his jungle by now. But now he definitely should be knowing.
team's turret has been destroyed. Killing spree.
You're looking a little green. I'll be right under their noses.
It's like even now you can see Twitch has 4.4 kills, 3 assists. Hecarim has 2 and 2 assists, and still Hecarim is now up 1k gold. But I would still consider this situation to be playable and completely fine. Ignoring the composition. And one thing I wanted to say is that when Twitch went for the top lane gank, those kind of ganks only works against certain champions. Like, there's going to be a point where you as a Twitch jungle can't actually gank top lane anymore. If they have, like, say, like a Garen or something and your laner isn't as strong, like, Garen will Q you and just kill you, like, if you're 2 levels down. Like, there are certain champions you can only capitalize on, like, very early in the game when you are, like, equal in levels, like, say, like, level 2 or 3. And then the second you're level 4 and the level 6, like, you cannot do anything anymore. They will literally run you down, even though, like, your laner's there. Like, they will literally just look at you and, like, instantly kill you. But a champion like Gragas is not kind of champion, and he's actually someone you can kind of fight without him, like, completely stomping you. I like the fact that he's hugging the wall here. But he gets the ceiling ultimate, which is fine. Now he's most likely dead. Right? No way. Ain't no way. Yeah. Hecarim is still up 1200 gold, which I find kind of ridiculous, the fact that Twitch has this shutdown, but okay, man. I actually do think that now that we have this new system of bounties where if you're just far behind down in CS or something, like, it should just be based on gold. Like, not kills. No, like, XP and gold. Like, one level should be, like, worth X amount. Like, if you're gonna make this ridiculous system. Not a big fan of bounties at all. Then we can see the Hecarim's now level 9. Which is also level 9. So speaking of Yellow Trinket on his next recall, I would also like to see him buying the blue. Yeah, we can see him putting another ward in his jungle. I mean, Hecarim's inting here. A bit, at least. Which gets the shutdown. Really fucking good. So let's see. Let's buy the blue one now. Pink and Farsight, nice. And he goes Collector. I think he goes his build every game. Like, he goes Kraken into Collector into, I think, Infinity Edge. I honestly haven't looked that much. Okay. Renekton is doing not so well. Currently 0-6. Oh well. Does he get level 10 from this? No. If you got level 10 from that, then I think it will be more understandable. Okay. usually in these situations before like objectives like dragon or something, like the only reason you want to take camps without like recalling and spending your money is to get like a level leads. Like say he would take golems and then get level 10, then I would consider that to be worth, because he would get more stats. But otherwise I think that being there on time, if you have the ability to do so, it's better. But I also do like his flank there coming from the bottom side as opposed to the middle, which his team did. But I think that going with this team is the better option. I would probably do the same now, just in like hindsight. It is most likely the correct. It's going to be the correct thing to do most of the time. To walk with your team, because you cannot force your team to go somewhere. Okay. So you can see Ultima Hana is really... no, Ultima Hana, what is it called? Relentless Hana is really popping off. Dragon's not being killed yet. And obviously the reason why I picked this game is because I do consider it to be like a game that wasn't like completely free. They have champions that are a bit hard to play into, like Rakan especially. Kiana can be very hard to play against, and Hecarim is really annoying if he has to ult you only. So just seeing how he like plays out these fights is also kind of interesting. But I do think it's important to like put notice as to like how he manages to get fed or what he does. And as you can see, like he's not that far behind in CS. Like he's doing 84, like he's still like consistently farming. But in hindsight, yeah, I'm not sure who gained the most gold from this dragon thing. But at some point, maybe would have been worth to just take jungle again. But I do like getting dragons, so I don't mind this play. Or it being like skirmish like this, where they go back and forth, die, fight. Don't get dragon. Fight again. Don't get dragon. Fight again. Get dragon. It's still fine. Renekton split pushing here with this one item complete. And also Gragas. Gragas ultimate. Although I'm not sure why Gragas would go Horizon focus and not Cosmic Drive. But hey. I'm not a Gragas OTP. What's he playing? Conqueror, Hecarim, Electrocute, Kiana, Dark Harvest, Skyrack Harvest. Also the last camp. Why are you not taking the last camp? And the pink. You should be walking for Vision on Baron now. With Nautilus. Like if Nautilus doesn't walk anywhere else but to Baron now and get Vision and like... Yeah, there we go. Nice. Probably would have put that pink elsewhere. At least like slightly further up. But it's still fine. And another reason why I say he should do the Gromp is because he has one stack left here on the Moss Stomper. And I think that that makes a big enough difference to be worth. You get Tenacity, I'm pretty sure, and you also do get a shield. And also your smite gets upgraded. It's like the second you're going for like Baron or something, then having a bigger smite is just going to be an advantage. So I definitely personally would have like gone for Gromper at least. Just like ensure that I have my 400 smite. Astral being cringe here. How much gold is he off? I feel like Kiana's inting here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just generally do feel like she's inting. I feel like they're all inting. I was excited to see some macro with this Baron, like getting top lane shoved and mid lane with like possibly like someone bot lane just keeping the wave shoved. And then shaving down those two like middle turrets. And then saying like you could have bought pink or something and pinked one of the bushes in between the lanes. Although you sometimes can't end with Baron, like just at least like shaving some towers is nice. Like you can see they get this tower now. And then after that they should rotate top and having like Cillian keeping the wave shot mid lane again, possibly. Unless Renekton does end up killing the tower here. Does? Yeah, okay, then it's fine. Now he probably will have his, yeah, Infinity Edge. I'm not seeing that many pings from this guy though. Like he doesn't seem to ping or like try and direct his team. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Obviously I can't see it in game chat. But, I mean, sometimes you can't direct your team no matter how much you say. Like I had the game yesterday where I told my team not to die mid. I copy pasted it and spammed 100 times and they still like died 100 times. He's lucky Hecarim's not going in here though. Like they're all going one by one. Feel like we didn't get to see the build like utilized properly here. I feel like it's more the enemy team just inting and dying, but overall like still a bit interesting to watch. And it's definitely a good build. I'm not sure if it goes Hurricane after this. You'll have to look yourself on OPGG. You can just type in Elvia and have a look. But yeah. I do definitely think certain things could have been better. But I mean, I'm just calling that out from like my own experience, like using Qs in camps early game. It just seems to be like very autopilot, like same as I would do. But I'm not sure like how his mental is, if he's like the person that gets like really upset when plays go wrong, or if he's like a mental warrior, or how he plays. But still a good game. I would say that the enemy inted, but it doesn't really make a big difference here. I was really looking forward to like seeing some big juicy damage from the Infinity Edge, but like as you can see here as an example, like they're just fighting, Hecarim's not going in and like not doing anything, and they just end up like fighting one by one kind of here, whereas Kiana's not even there still. He's in base. And it was like the same thing like throughout here. It is definitely the correct playstyle from Twitch though. In these kind of scenarios where you don't show yourself, you can see that Hecarim's not really looking to do anything here. He's kind of just waiting for Twitch to appear. And then he goes in. Gragas troll build. I don't know. Still a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about this game or anything in general, or again, if you want me to like post a video, then feel free to do that on Discord. I'm not sure how good this was, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe learned something about like the blue trinket, playing objectives, etc. And yeah, take care. Peace.